Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial on the Map Gold series channel. Today I'm going to be explaining how you can identify your good and your bad PKO. This also applies to those of us that add palm oil to our production, or we use palm oil as our major oil in production. So it's going to help those that are using only palm kernel oil or only palm oil, or those that are mixing palm oil and palm kernel oil. So I'm going to tell us how we are going to identify the wrong one and how we are going to correct that wrong one in case we find ourselves in that situation. So welcome. If you're a newbie, you're welcome on board. On this channel, we teach you DIYs. We make liquid soap, we make bar soap, we make black soap, anything soap. We also teach you other aspects of household DIY, sanitary uses in the house, and how you can make money out of it. We have the online classes where we teach you free on the channel, and we have the paid classes for all of these sections. I hope you enjoy this video. So here is my sample of palm kernel oil. You can see that their colors are actually looking a little bit different. However, it is important that you note that the color of the palm kernel oil has nothing to do with how effective it's going to be. I made a video that I'm going to be dropping the link up here. That video, I explained almost what I'm about to explain now. But I used palm kernel oil that are way darker than this. So that is to explain to you that the color of the palm kernel oil is not a determinant factor to tell you whether that palm kernel oil is good or not. Now, straight into the video. For you to identify a good palm kernel oil, you are going to need to add your caustic soda and in some cases your soda ash to the solution to get a desired result. So if you are measuring your palm kernel oil, the ratio is usually ratio 4:1 or ratio 2:1/2 or ratio 5:2.5 and 1:25. Whatever measurement you are measuring for your palm kernel or palm oil, you are going to be measuring half of it for your caustic soda solution or your lye solution, and you are going to be measuring half of whatever you measure for your lye solution as your soda ash solution if you are going to be using soda ash. So let's drive straight into the business. So today I'm going to be measuring 100 ml of my palm kernel oil to experiment what I just explained. So here is 100 ml of my palm kernel oil. I'm using a measurement cup. Here is 100 ml. So I'm pouring in the 100 ml of my palm kernel oil into this cup, and I'm using the spoon to scoop up, make sure that I scoop the oil into the cup. So thereafter, I'm setting this aside. Here is my caustic soda solution, also referred to as lye solution. So because I measured 100 ml, I'm going to be measuring 50 ml of my lye solution. So here is my caustic soda solution. I'm going to be measuring 50 ml of it. I'm trying to be sure. Okay, I'm not there. Okay, it's some more. Okay, so here is my 50 ml of my lye solution. You can see that I labeled this. You need to do some labeling as you go. So I'm going to pour this into my palm kernel oil, and now we are going to need to stir it together. So you can see that as soon as I poured in my palm kernel, my caustic soda solution, my lye solution inside this palm kernel oil, the oil congealed, the production congealed. So we can assume that the oil is looking beautiful and neat, but look at the result. Now, why do we say that the palm kernel oil is not good for production? The palm kernel oil will not allow you to put other additives in this production. Maybe you want to add some benefits, some additives, some powders. Maybe you want to add maybe a lightening something into this soap, for instance. Maybe you want to add an herb into it to make it have a particular function. Maybe you want to add glycerin. Maybe the soap is for people that have dry skin. All of this, the reaction that has just occurred, that has made this soap to get added on time, will not permit you to do that. And that is why we say that this kind of palm kernel oil for production, or this kind of palm oil that gives you this very fast reaction, is a no-no. Now, I went to the market where I normally buy my palm kernel oil, I've bought palm kernel oil there on several occasions. I went there with my containers. You know, these are the containers I use for my sample of my caustic soda and my soda ash. So when you want to go with your caustic soda, you are not supposed to go with something PET containers. You're supposed to go with something like this that is thick enough so that it can accommodate your caustic soda without pouring on your body or maybe inside your bag. In some cases, you also need to put a small nylon to cover it tight and make sure that this does not pour. So I'm giving you this to show you that you can put something very portable. This and this container and this spoon will do you a lot of good when you are going to the market. So when I poured this into the palm kernel, when I got to the market where I've always often bought my palm kernel oil, I still go with my caustic soda solution and soda ash solution anytime I'm going there to buy the drums of oil that I'm going to buy. I'm going to make sure that I test each of the drums. So all I tell them is that I'm going to buy 1 liter. They will tell me you have been buying, you have been doing it, but I usually insist. And why do I do so? I have had experiences of continuously buying from a particular source, and all of a sudden we have brought in the drums, and one customer, two customer will just buying, the oil is not doing, especially those people that are making cold process. Sometimes those that are making hot process may not usually complain because the heat introduced has a particular role to play. And some people that are not newbies, when they have this kind of issue, they know what to do. But if you are a newbie, if you are making palm oil and having issues with your palm oil, follow the explanation I'm going to be making in this video and you will be good to go. So this is only caustic soda that I've added to this that have given me this reaction. Now, if I decide to add soda ash to this solution, which I'm supposed to just measure 25 ml, we have measured 100 ml of our palm kernel oil, we have measured 50 ml of our lye solution, and now when I introduce 25 ml of my soda ash solution into this product, all you see is that there will be some separation, or it's going to be bringing out water. You will see that there will be a kind of separation in the solution, and then you will start seeing water beneath that thing you are producing. You can see, I can't even stay it together. How many minutes? Just these few minutes I stayed to try to explain to us. I found it difficult to stay it together. So when you are, and I hope you know that there are several methods of production. We have the hot process method, we have the cold process method, and we have the semi-hot or semi-cold process. Now, this is the result of the soap because of the fatty acid component or other factors that might have contributed to making this palm kernel oil react this way. Now, let's go ahead to use, these are the ones that I did when I went to the market. I'm trying to separate them. Now, this is the one that we just did. Now, let's go ahead to practicalize this second palm kernel oil. And that's what I'm about to do now. So I'm going to have to use the spoon to scoop some of the particles or the caustic soda inside this, so that I'm not going to I'm going to be able to see the measurement clearly. So for the fact that there's caustic soda measurement maybe inside the cup does not have any negative effect on your measurements, because it's still that's still what you are going to be using to do the production. So it has no negative effect on your production. Now, here is palm kernel, the second palm kernel that I'm telling you that is okay. So I'm going to be measuring 100 ml of this palm kernel oil. Yeah. So this is 100 ml of this palm kernel oil. And here is my bowl. So I pour this 100 ml into this. Then we are still going to be using this spoon. So I'm going to be using this spoon to scoop out the whole of the oil. Then I'm pushing this here. And here is my caustic soda solution, my lye solution. I'm going to be measuring 50 ml of my lye solution. Yeah. So this is 50 ml of my lye solution. I'm still going to be covering this. It's very important that you are very courteous when you are making your production. So I'm going to be pouring in my lye solution into the palm kernel oil. Then we are going to stir it together. Now, please take note. I'm going to be stirring it together. You can see me. I'm stirring it together. First of all, you can see that the palm kernel oil, the caustic soda did not rise up all at once to become so solidified. Now, you can see that it's still, you are going to continue stirring because there's something we call trace. When you mix your caustic soda, your lye solution with your palm oil, you're supposed to mix until you reach trace. Now, as I mix this together, you can see that it's still giving me a jelly-like consistency. You understand? And it's not separating in any form. I hope you can see this consistency. Now, we can assume that the palm kernel oil is okay. Now, let's introduce soda ash. We're supposed to add our soda ash little by little. We used 100 ml of our palm kernel oil and we used 50 ml of our soda ash, of our lye solution, and then we are going to be using 25 ml of our soda ash solution. So now here is my soda ash solution. I'm going to cover this. Then I'm going to be adding my soda ash solution little by little. So I added my soda ash solution and you can see me mixing it together. I hope you can see this. So if you are not adding soda ash into your production and you are using just caustic soda, what is important is that any additives you intend to add into that production, you will freely add it into it, and your caustic soda, your soup batter will still tolerate, you know, the oil will still tolerate everything you intend to add into the production. So I've added in the remaining part of my, you see, look at the consistency that we still have. So you will mix it together. This particular one I'm doing, I'm only taking a small portion to do example. This could be your 10-liter batter. This could be a bigger portion of your production. So I really hope that you get the message. Now, how do you solve this problem? Do you add oil? All you need to do is to measure the very okay one. I mean, the palm kernel oil that is okay. Let's assume that my palm kernel oil that is okay, because I poured this out of this. Rather. You will take a little portion of this one that is not okay and add it to a bigger portion of the one that is okay. How do I mean? Let's assume I measure 1 liter of this palm kernel oil that is not okay, and I pour half liter of the one that is not okay inside the one that is okay. After mixing it, I have 1.5 liter. I will do this experiment I just did all over. If it still gives me a bad solution, I'm going to add 1 liter out of the good one to it until I repeat it and I get a solution. So maybe at the end of the day, I will get to know that by adding 2 liters of the good one and adding half liter of the bad one, it comes together as one and it becomes something good that gives me this outcome at the end of the day. Then you are going to do that in multiples. If you are having a drum of the good one, you are going to probably be adding maybe 10 liters of this one that is, the fatty acid profile is not balanced into it. Now, if you have a smaller portion, you repeat just this same process I have done. If you have watched this video to this level, I would like you to subscribe to this channel if you want to have freebies of goodies. Also, if you want to have more understanding on bar soap production, I'll be having a challenge this month. And the challenge is going to be a 3-day live section where we are going to be holding your hands and you are going to be producing, and you are going to be starting from, if you have never made soap before, this challenge is for you. Come to my DM and I'm going to give you more details. Now, here are samples of what I used to take my caustic soda and my soda ash solution to the market to do my testing. So please subscribe to this channel. Also, if you want to have any other personal discussion that has to do with soap making of any kind, come to my DM. I also want to make a shout out to Stevia Emmanuel Ogechi. Our email address is Stevia Emmanuel Ogechi 1958, and I assume that is her name. So I'm making a shout out to you. I appreciate the fact that you were the first person that made a comment on the last video on powder detergent. If you are the first, whoever is the first person to make a comment, I'm going to be making shout out to them to show my appreciation to them. I made this promise sometimes ago, but it escaped my mind, but now I'm back to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and see you in my next video.